Dak, 30 seconds. Tell us about Malik Nabers.
Malik Nabers just got the sixth overall draft capital to the New York Giants. He's going to be the instant alpha wide receiver in that offense. He's got Daniel Jones throwing the football, so not great, but I believe in Brian Dable's ability as a schemer to scheme up Malik Nabers, get a ton of targets for him, uses the yak ability, get him going downfield in the intermediate game, in the screen game. He's an absolute weapon. He's a top 10 dynasty wide receiver, valued instantly when he steps into the league. Really excited for Malik Nabers. Think he's going to do great things year one as a rookie.
Dalton, where are you taking Malik Nabers in rookie drafts?
So in rookie drafts, it depends on format, obviously, but assuming it's 12 team and 4 point, Malik Nabers as early as the 104, no earlier though. And if it's a 12 team 6 point passing touchdowns, probably the 106, 105 area. And in 10 teams, I could see Malik Nabers as high as the 103, maybe even the 102, because quarterbacks are just devalued so much in those formats. Yeah.
All right. As always, our trades are based off a 12-team start 10, 4-point passing touchdown, 1.75 tight end premium, super flex league. We'll start with you, Dalton. Would you rather have Malik Nabers or Jalen Waddle and a 25 first?
That's a pretty hefty price to pay for Malik Nabers, but I'll take Nabers here. I don't think Jalen Waddle is that impressive to me. He's behind Tyreek Hill for at least another year, 2 years, and he just didn't do that well last year. And I think Neighbors really is just that guy, that good. He's that guy. I think Neighbors has a higher ceiling than Jalen Waddle, and only one first. It's a hefty price, but I'll take Neighbors.
Dakota, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I would also pay it. Just like Dalton said, Waddle was underwhelming last year. He could get back to the form he was 2 years ago, but Tyreek Hill is the alpha in that offense. And the 25 first, it's random, so you don't know how good or how bad it's going to be. I'll take Malik Nabers. It's a big price to pay for Malik Nabers, but I think it's worth it. He's going to be so good once he gets in the NFL. I'm going to take him.
All right, another trade. I'll go back to you, Dak. Malik Nabers and a random 25 first or CD Lamb in a tier up?
Ooh, this is tough. I'd probably take Malik Nabers and the package. I love CD Lamb, but I think that's only one tier down from Lamb to Nabers, and I like the extra first on top of that. Like I've said, I'm really excited about Malik Nabers. I'm going to take the package there.
Dalton?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty close. If this was a super shallow league, perhaps a 10 team start 9, I would lean the CD side. But in a 12 team start 10, I'm going to take the package with Neighbors and the random 25 first.
All right, Dakota, are you going to take Malik Nabers or Jameer Gibbs and Jordan Addison?
I'm going to take the Neighbors side of this once again. Jameer Gibbs, he's a very good running back, and Addison's an all right receiver two in that offense in Minnesota. But I'm going to take Malik Neighbors. I like the upside with Malik Neighbors. I like the floor week. I just like everything about Malik Neighbors. So I'm going to take him here over the.
Dalton?
I'm going to disagree here. I think that Gibbs, very good running back. I think he's our RB3. And Addison's a nice wide receiver. We were a little worried about him. We didn't have a quarterback. Now he's got JJ McCarthy, who hopefully is pretty good. So I think that this is a little bit too expensive for Neighbors for me. So I will take the Gibbs and Addison side. Um, but I understand Dak's side of it as well.
How shallow of a league would you need it to be to agree with Dak and take Malik Nabers?
You see, Gibbs is going to be important in every format, especially shallow leagues. Gibbs is still the same value, if not more valuable. But Addison does lose a little bit of value, like a 10 team start 9. I think at a 10 team start 10, I could take Neighbors here. Or a 12 team start 8, I lean Neighbors. But anything deeper than that, I would take the package.
Okay. Uh, Dak, I'll start with you for our last trade. Are you taking Malik Nabers or Drake London and an early 25 second round pick?
I'm going to take Neighbors here. If you replace that 25 second with like a Jaden Reed, JSN type receiver, I might take the package there. But the 25 second isn't really doing it for me. It's a tier down to London. I like London too, but I'm going to take Neighbors there just because the 25 second to me doesn't really matter that much. I want Neighbors.
What about you, Dalton? Are you going to agree with Dakota?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Dakota here. Drake London's only one tier down from Malik Neighbors in our rankings, but the early 25 second just isn't doing it for me. Like he said, make that JSN, make that a 25 first. I think this would be a really good trade to tier off of Neighbors, but the early second is not doing it for me. So I will take the take Neighbors side here.
All right. Thanks for watching Dynasty Debrief. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe and be back for the next one.